Last year, going into the season, we were about this time of year last year, we were really worried about it because we had lost our top 9 pitchers going in, and we ended up having a pretty good year. We had some guys step forward. Chris Good transferred in from New Mexico and really did a super job for us. And a lot of our guys that were on the squad really stepped up and played well for us. So we ended up with a good season last year, even though we didn't make the regionals for the second time. And you know, that's something that's very important to us here at Belhaven, is that we'd had a streak of 8 years in a row getting in the regionals and World Series a time too, and getting our chances to go there, and that was something that had become expected, and in the last 2 years we hadn't been there. So it's been disappointing season to us at the end. This season we're looking forward to several of our guys stepping back up. Of course, I just mentioned Chris Good was an All-American for us last year, 14-3 as a pitcher. He's back for 2 more years. Tyler Akins is back in there with us now. Wasn't able to play last year. So we're looking forward to big things out of him as a pitcher and a hitter, and we don't have that very often where we have guys going both ways, but he's one of those guys. Had a transfer in from Southern Miss that we think is going to be big for us, Boomer Scarborough, and we think he'll be good on the mound for us on the weekend. So signed a lot of good pitching, and that was a big thing we were worried about after losing all those guys last year. So we feel like we had a pretty good recruiting class. We got several of our good hitters back from last year. We had 2 guys that practically led the country in stolen bases, and Reagan Rutledge and also Dom Francia, both tied, I believe, with 43 or 42 stolen bases last year. That's pretty much unheard of, 2 guys on a team doing that. So both those guys are back and outfielders for us and should be mainstays in the outfield. We signed some good players out there. Our infielders, we lost some good guys in Bud Britt and Jason Hicks were 2 of our main hitters last year, and we lost those guys, but we think we got guys to step up for them and do us a good job, I hope. JoJo Richards stepped up for us and played shortstop for us and really did an outstanding job of leading our ball club defensively. And, you know, that was big for us to have a good defense. And then we feel like we got some good pitching this time. So I hope that's a strength for us. While some of these new hitters that we've gotten in have to take a little while to adjust usually to the pitching. So hopefully we'll be able to hold people down a few runs and we can score a few more than they do, and get those guys, give them a little time to adjust to the pitching. It's a very strong conference, probably the strongest NAIA conference in the country athletically. The conference has still got plenty of strong teams in it, and day in and day out, every weekend's going to be a grind no matter who you play. And well, the ultimate goal is winning the World Series, and so certainly want to get there and do that. And of course, to do that, you got to get the regional first. So you set one goal priority at a time, but you know, you got to take care of business throughout the year, and every day that you play is an important day. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way, and we kind of emphasize that to players over and over, because you know, sometimes they feel like you're playing a non-conference team and it doesn't make any difference and that sort of thing, and it does it when it comes to the end. You always look back and at 1 or 2 more victories that you needed to get in there, to get that at-large bid if you don't win the conference tournament. So, you know, it's always so important to us to do that. So we'll look forward to hopefully having a good bunch of guys. I think we got outstanding good leadership this time on our ball club, and I think that'll be a big plus for us, something we might not have had so much of the last couple of years.